Simple and amazing ways to conserve and protect birds from today. Birds suffer from the loss of habitats and other factors that affect their migration and reproduction patterns, leading to a decline in their numbers and even driving some to extinction. In order to protect and reduce the death of birds, there are various actions people can take to conserve birds and to at least give them a chance to survive. The most appropriate and necessary actions can solve this problem on two fronts. Foremost is protecting the birds and their numbers, and secondly is protecting their habitats. With enough people and diligence of implementation, we might even be able to reverse the current dwindling population of birds and get those that are endangered off the list. Ultimate ways to conserve and protect birds. Mark windows. Birds tend to hit windows because they cannot see them as an obstruction. This usually leads to death after birds accidentally crash on the windows. Birds may also encounter life ending injuries such as broken wings and necks. Marking windows is the solution. This is best served by using decals and frosted glass, allowing the birds to avoid the glass. Keep the pets indoors. Cats and other house pets are fond of hunting smaller animals, especially birds. This harms the population of the birds, which can be devastating in the case of endangered species. The problem can be contained by ensuring that the pets remain indoors and are unable to attack the birds. Use natural pest control. Many bird species predate on smaller rodents and animals to sustain themselves. These rodents feed off of grain and cereals that they find in the open. Some birds feed off the same grains as well. However, these food sources for birds can be tampered with by using chemicals for pest control. Chemical pesticides such as DDT, while very effective as pesticides, do not originally decompose quickly and can be passed from pest to birds. Vote against the use of chemicals pesticides. Due to the very reason stated above, it is very important that individuals convince their lawmakers to stop farmers from using the chemicals by making up legislation that can be enforced. This ensures that the chemicals are not imported into nations and at the same time dissuade individuals from using them. It will keep birds free from harm. Do not purchase birds illegally. The endangered bird species are numerous and they all attract high prices on the black market due to their rarity. By purchasing these birds as pets, one bolsters the market and provides an incentive for poachers to continue to decimate the already fragile population. Reduce your carbon footprint. Parasites are part of the reason why birds suffer and their dwindling numbers. Attacks by ticks and mites can lead to weakened birds population. This is mostly due to a rise in the number of parasites in the wild. Their increase can be traced to the rising global temperatures that make for shorter winters with higher average temperatures. This means that more insects survives the winter cycle each season. To combat this, we should reduce greenhouse gas emission. Join conservation. Conservation groups actively participate in conservation attempts in order to protect endangered species. These groups are especially beneficial as they are able to pull in larger amounts of funds from donors. Place trash in appropriate bins. Birds tend to be curious about the garbage that people produce. Dumping things in the open usually leads to birds attempting to eat whatever has been dumped. This includes materials such as paper and shiny plastic beads. This could end up harming the birds or causing diseases and infections. It also places the birds at risk of being attacked by other animals as they try to pick out food. Putting trash in inappropriate places lessens the chances of these problems. Learn and obey the hunting laws of your region. Hunting laws work towards maintaining a balance between hunting and protection of animal species. Hunting without having an idea what species the government is keen on protecting could mean that you are damaging a program in place to replenish birds population. One should understand what they can hunt for when acquiring their permit to avoid such scenarios. Slow down on the road. A number of birds' deaths occur when they run into vehicles while flying low over the tarmac. While it is hard to avoid, there is a chance that more birds could be saved if more individuals slow down around country regions, especially if flocks of birds had been sighted close by. Avoid plastic products. Many birds mistakes the plastic waste that we leave about for food and try to consume it. This is bad for them as the materials are indigestible and can cause digestion complications. Save birds and trees. Many birds die in summer without water. Save them. God loved the birds and created trees. Human loved the birds and created cages. Plans to protect birds and trees are nothing but plans to protect humans. Save birds, stop hunting them. Save birds, save the environment to save ourselves. We will never conserve our environment and ecology by killing birds. The pleasant morning wake up sounds get far if we don't conserve birds. Please put water pots for thirsty birds and food for birds at the balcony or window. Consider the birds and the bees and stop cutting down the trees. Birds can plummet as quickly as they can soar. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.